Hey guys, welcome to Lacyland. This is our very first video. I'm Lacy and this is my husband,
Alex.
And as you can hear, this is our baby, Ellie. This is our first video. And we thought the best way to start it would be with a couples tag.
How and where did we first meet?
We met at a country bar and I was with my friends and you were with your friends and we were happily dancing on the dance floor and you were sitting by yourself at a table. All right, and what was your first impression of me?
Oh God, my first impression was this girl is crazy. She's very loud and she's actually rather spunky, and believe it or not, I was actually right. Question number 2. How and where was our first date?
Oh, tip of advice, this man here doesn't think we date.
No, we don't. We don't do dates. We do outings.
We do dates.
But that's for a whole nother time.
He's mad because I once said we don't go on dates, and we do. And our first date was we went to the movies, and then he came over and we made pizza at my house.
Actually, no. She said that we've never actually officially been on our first date because her friends were always with us.
And they weren't with us when we went to the movies. But when he invited me to go, he did say his friends would be there and there were no friends. All right, where was our first kiss and how was it?
Our first kiss, it was October 23rd, 2015. It was at our friend Dakota's house.
Which at the time was my house.
Yes. And it was perfect. It was wonderful. When did you meet my family?
I met your family a week after you met my family, and that was New Year's of 2015, and we went to Disneyland.
It was like New Year's of 2015 going into 2016.
Yes, it was the last week of 2015. How did you know I was the one?
See, this is a tough question because if I don't answer this right, then I get beaten.
No. I don't know when you know.
I'm kidding. No, I don't get beaten.
Throw that in there just.
We were at the beach and the waves started. We were actually body surfing and boogie boarding.
Yeah, boogie boarding.
Boogie boarding, and the waves were starting to get pretty gnarly. I don't say gnarly.
You just did.
Well, the waves were starting to get pretty crazy, and there was one coming, and she turned and looked at me. She's like, "This is gonna get me. This is the one."
It was.
I need to say it took her under, and as soon as I was actually able to regain myself and get above water, I started immediately looking for her, and I saw that she was bleeding, and I immediately took her to the beach and washed her off, made sure she was okay. And at that time, I was like, you know what, this is the one. I honestly really care about this girl, and I don't want to see her hurt.
Aww, that was a sweet one.
When and why did you fall in love with me?
Do we both have this one?
No.
Or are they different?
You don't have this one.
What did I just say?
You said, how did you know that I was the one?
Oh, I said when and why. That is a tough one. When I fell in love with you. Do you know, I think I really started to realize I was in love with you around the same time, because that was probably the first time that anything really scary ever happened in our relationship. And the way he treated me, like he drove me to work that next day, and it was a Sunday, and every single Sunday since that Sunday he drives me to work to this day. And he only drove me because he was so afraid, and my sisters were actually in town, and I just wanted to sleep and he kept me awake. And I think that seeing how scared he was and how he treated me, like that was definitely the time that I knew that I was falling in love with him too. How long have we been married? This is the easy one.
Yeah, we've been married since September 24th, 2016. So we're newly married. It's been about 4 months. Yeah.
Almost 4.
Yeah, almost 4 months.
Going strong.
What do you do for a living?
I am a waitress. I work at a little 50s diner, like 20 minutes away from where we live. And right from my windows, you can see the ocean. And so the very first time I ate there, I was like, I'm gonna work here. Look at me now. Where do you work?
I actually am in the military right now, and I've been in for almost 5 years, and I really enjoy it.
5. Dun, dun, dun. We're not gonna put that in there. What do you love about me?
What do I love about you?
Yes.
I love, honestly, you know what, 99.9% of her. There's that 0.1% that I don't.
That's a good one. That's the 1% that's the best part.
No, it's the 0.1.
Oh, the 0.1.
No, I love the way that she's so caring, and honestly the way that she makes me feel. She can honestly make me smile at any point in time of the day. Besides when she eats, she's a very loud eater.
Hey, I'm sure we'll get to a question that goes through that.
Yes, I'm sure there is, but you know, forewarning, that's going to be an answer later on. Let's see. What are some places that you would like to travel someday?
I have so many. I want to go to Hawaii just because everyone goes to Hawaii, and I feel like I just want to see it at least once. This is what I didn't ever want to do before I met Alex, but he's so passionate about it that I would really like to go to Okinawa one day because Alex lived there for a while and he absolutely loved it, and so I would really like to go see everything he did and like all the things that like he remembers and brings back to tell me about. I would like to be able to go and experience some of it with him. Children. Do we want children?
Yes, we want children. Not right now. There's none in the oven.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Right now, there's nothing expecting. We do want children. And
how many do we want?
We have talked about anywhere from 2 to 4, depending on if we get. We talked about it. Depending on if our first 2 are either both boys or both girls, then we'll try for a third.
Gotta have a tiebreaker.
And then, but if we do have 1 boy and 1 girl, we haven't really discussed if we want to try for a third or not.
Personally, I think it depends on where we are, what we're doing, and how well we're doing with the first 2, I think.
Okay. What is my favorite color?
I feel like this one is a trick question. Likes really, really bright colors. Blue.
I do like blue. Blue is probably one of my more favorites.
I would say he likes bright blue, bright orange, and bright yellow.
I like to stand out.
And he does. What is my favorite food?
Your favorite food? It's a tough one. I mean,
It's tough for me.
It could be a lot of things. Let's see. Are we talking about like homemade? Are we talking about what we can get at, at a restaurant?
I mean, it doesn't say, so really it's up to you. I mean, I like food, so.
Well, there's a couple answers that we can have. Let's see. Definitely every time we go to, or at least she goes to her mom's, she has her mom make her homemade eggs Benedict.
Nobody makes it better than my mom.
And if for some reason you think you can, you are more than welcome to send us some.
Yeah, comment below. Let me know your recipes. I'm always looking for them.
Or asparagus.
Oh, yeah. A good grilled asparagus. Top top notch. What is my favorite TV show?
Ooh.
That is a really hard one. Like, what would I watch if I was home by myself and you weren't coming? Like, if I got to choose my own TV show without you.
Well, for the longest time, it was Gossip Girl.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see. I don't know if you're gonna know this one. This one's a tough one. But who is my best friend?
Me!
Besides you.
I am your best friend.
My next question is, did I play any sports throughout my young
Your life? Yes, you did play sports. He played basketball, and then when he wasn't on a basketball season, and you thought I wasn't gonna get this, but when he wasn't playing basketball, he ran track. Am I wrong or am I right?
You're wrong, but you're also right.
What?
You're right, but you're also wrong.
Why? Was it cross country?
No. Actually,
Oh, and you played football.
yes.
Woo! Goal! He didn't think I was gonna get it. But,
I think she forgot.
okay. What is one weird habit we do as a couple?
I judge your eyeshadow and eyeliner. Pretty
yeah.
hardcore.
He does.
If she comes down and I will tell her to close her eyes and move her head back and forth, and I will judge if her wings are the same, at least somewhat similar, and I'll tell her straight up if they don't. All right. What's one thing that we argue most about?
This one drives me crazy, and it gets under my skin, and it just happened. I'm sure it happened today, but it must have happened yesterday. When we're out and about, or when we're doing anything, and I ask, or he asks, what do you want to do? What do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? What order do you want to do this in? And literally, both of us, it's on both of our faults. Each of us say, whatever you want. But we respond, so he says, I don't care, whatever you want. I'll say, I want this, and then he'll be like, I actually think we should have done this. Anyways, what is my favorite restaurant?
There's a few. She loves the Cheesecake Factory
I do.
because they have such great food.
We have one more that we go to together as a couple.
I'm getting there.
So
Chili's, because they have that 2 for $35 where you get the margaritas, and we love margaritas.
we love chips and salsa, and it comes with chips and salsa. And then you both get an entree,
And we get a dessert.
and a dessert. So if you want a cheap date night and you have a Chili's near you, I advise you go.
What is something that I can do for hours on end?
Easy. Video games.
Okay.
You can play video games for hours and hours.
And honestly, I can forget my wife even existed as she sits behind me.
But as I sit behind you, what am I doing for hours and hours?
On YouTube, either watching vlogs or she is watching makeup tutorials.
Last question on my side. Who was the one to say I love you first, and where was it?
Oh, this one's easy because I was the one that said it first.
He was.
It was about 2 weeks before Christmas of 2015, and it was in the airport because I was dropping her off, and I was so nervous.
Back it up. Before I left to go to Colorado, Alex and I had already exchanged gifts for Christmas because we weren't going to be home for Christmas. So on our way to the airport, he had informed me that he had an additional gift for me. And then when we got to the airport,
is when I gave it to her, and we were waiting in line for her to go through TSA, and I reached down in my pocket to pull out this gift, and I pulled my hands out and there was nothing there, and she looked confused, and then I told her that I loved her, and I was so nervous because I didn't know how she felt. I didn't know if she was gonna say it back, and I was sweating like crazy, and thank goodness she said it back because it could have turned out to be a really bad thing if she didn't.
because I loved you.
All right, so for the night, my last question is, what is my most repeated phrase or sentence.
You nasty.
Okay, but why do I say that?
Because someone is being nasty. Usually it's to Ellie. Because if she farts or brings in dirt to the house,
Yep.
he says, you nasty. And like, okay guys, that was the very end of our very first tag and our very first video. If you've made it this far, I love you so much.
Oh, you love him? Wait, it was a we.
We love you so much. I've never got to say this before, but hit the button below, subscribe to us. We're gonna try to post new videos all the time, make a lifestyle vlog.
And we have some exciting new videos coming up soon that we will be more than willing to share with you guys, and hopefully you'll find as much enjoyment as we get out of them.
So many exciting things are happening, and we thought this was the perfect time to start a channel. So thank you so much if you watched this. We love you, and have a good night or day.
Bye.
Bye.